Hello everybody, this is a little track guide for Sebring for the #1 AAA Racing Academy, but of course it can be used by anyone. We are doing a race there on, what is it, Saturday the 30th or 31st or whatever. Okay, so this is in the Solstice, and pretty much you can use this track guide for all cars, I guess. Just braking points will be different and so on, gears perhaps. So T1, tricky to get it right, and it's a balance act. You have to be really maximum speed through here. You can make up a lot of time. There is one cone here that always is a little bit moved over to the left, sticking out a little bit here. You see that one coming up there. 1, 2, 3, and one is moved inwards a little bit, and next one out. This is my indicator. After that, down here I start braking, and I brake for about a second and a half, and I stay in 4th gear. The Solstice is right. The shift, when you shift down to 3rd, you end up at around 4,800 RPMs, and so you're maximum at 3rd or 4,400. Sorry, 4,700, 4,800 on 4th gear, and I discovered that it's better to easier to keep balance if you're in 4th gear at lower revs. So you want to turn in. You see there is a fence here on the inside, and on the fence there is a cone stuck up in the fence. That is the apex. You see it over there. So you want to keep a tight line like this, 4th gear, and full throttle before you reach the cone, and then finding the entrance area on the track. Full speed, 4th gear, just keep it floored. And here you have 3 cones coming up, then you have 2 cones, and here you need to be braking a little bit before the 2 cones. I brake there, and then to get into this left-hander, don't go too deep. It's very easy that you think that you need to go deeper than you need, but you can start turning in like this, and here you can actually put 2 wheels up on the curb like this, straightening it out a little bit. Then try to go through this right-hander so that you exit it on the right side. You stick to the right side. You don't track out too far to the left, because then you're in a really bad situation for the left-hander coming up. When you get to this position, if you're having problem getting this left-hander right, this little curb that turns up here, blue, lift off throttle here and coast. That's the easiest way to find the right speed, and be to the right side and try to hit that little corner of concrete sticking out here, that right side corner. Try to hit that with your right tires, or maybe a little bit further to the right. Then there is a little notch here sticking out, or kind of a extra bend on the inside curb, and from where that starts, from there and onwards, there is a little notch or knee or whatever, extra bend. From where that starts and onwards, I follow that inside curb like this and out. And this left-hander is actually very important that you go on throttle early, because this is a long straight, and this you can make up a lot of time. I have sometimes been able to pick up an extra 3-4 tenths just by getting a nice flow through this left-right, left-hand combination. So here, just full speed, nothing special. And when it comes to braking on the end, in the end here, for the Solstice and pretty much for the Mazda, I think also hitting brakes just at the 3 marker. I think that is the latest, at least for the Solstice, but around here. And full brake, and I downshift at high revs to force the brake a little bit harder on the rear wheels, and also down to 2nd gear. Take a wide entrance, and you must go on throttle here. You gotta get the acceleration for the next straight. So if you brake into the bend, you lose a lot of exit speed. So on throttle from here. and then long straight, bending straight. Right-hander coming up here, also important to keep a good speed through here, and I brake a little bit after these 3 cones around here. Many people brake later, but the problem they have is that they get poor exit speed because they have to brake deep into the corner, and that you should not do. So I try to turn in around here quite early, downshift 1 gear, and I go on throttle around here, and I try not to hit the curb here because it's quite high. And when you exit this right-hander, don't bother to exit this right-hander and stay far to the right, because you lose too much speed in the right-hander we just went through. And maybe you want to do that to be better set up for the left-hander, but you don't need that because that left-hander isn't that sharp. At least not when you're in the Solstice and Mazdas. You can exit here. You will still have enough turning possibilities in this long left-hander to get around this corner. You will gain a lot if you just exit in that right-hander to the left. This right-hander coming up here, I brake at 1.5 marker there, and this corner here I turn in quite early around here, and I aim at cutting this corner. You can, as long as you have your left tires on the tarmac, on the track, you will be okay. So you track out, use the width of the track, always important, and then we start preparing for the fast left-handers. So move over to the right, and even though this is very long radius bends, try not to turn your wheel more than absolutely necessary. So a long radius is preferred. The more you turn the wheel, the more speed you scrub off, especially in these cars with not so much engine. It's good to try to keep the speed up. This entrance here, one good thing if you do a wide radius is that you can come up towards this right-hander in a straight line following the left side of the track, so you're well prepared for the right-hander. And here I brake a little bit before the 2 marker here, downshift 1 gear, and I just do a little bit of brake, try to kind of feather the brake in here and maintain speed, and go on throttle here. Here you can cut the corner as long as you keep your left tires on the track and not hit the curb with your left tires. You will be okay. Cones will move over when you hit them. And to be prepared for the right-hander coming up, try to go through here and exit to the left of the track, and then I try to aim, depending on how well I go through the left-hander, I try to aim on the cones turning up here. It doesn't give you any off track. A little bit of a brake here, just a short brake, and coasting a little bit, and then full throttle from around here. This cones you can hit, as long as you keep the left tires on the tarmac and not on the curb, you will be okay. Use the width of the track. Long straight again, and here comes the last corner that everyone hates. I like it because I usually catch up a lot of the cars in front. So this is how you do it. Very simple. Well, no, actually not, but every time I go through here it feels like a gamble. I turn in so that I get a little bit of an angle in towards the apex, and I hit brakes, full brakes, exactly when I pass this corner here. Hard on brakes to about this point. Don't go too far left. There is a white line here, don't pass that. And you have this, you see here on the right side under my mirror, there is a cone. That is the apex of the track, of the bend. And when I come to about here, I downshift once. I don't want to do that earlier because it can upset the balance. And here you see there is a mobile oil sign right up there, and there is a barrier right under that, which is now the end of that barrier is hidden, and now it will appear. Let's see. No, there it appears, I think. Yeah, there it is. So when I keep an eye on that, and just as the end of that barrier appears, that's when I go full throttle, and you should be able to keep full throttle from there. Sometimes if I get a good line, I go on throttle earlier, and under the bridge here you need to stay to the right side all through the exit. If you have a line so that you glide out, track out far to the left, you scrub off about 2/10, 3/10. And then you're back on the starting straight again. So I'm going to show you one of my faster laps, not a perfect one but a good one. So good luck in the race, and thanks for watching.